does taste cucumbery. I guess it's exactly what it said it was. I can't be mad at it.
Oh, but it's worse.
Yeah, it just tastes a lot like vodka.
Soap.
Yeah,
No, I think more like soap than anything else.
it has a soap aftertaste for sure. We're drinking the Fugu Cucumber Vodka Soda by Cutwater Spirits. It's
We're drinking
bad.
Fuck you, vodka soda.
So tell me about the phone banking.
This is extremely loud. But
Oh, well, then you can turn it down.
I don't know which one I am.
You're 3.
All right.
You're 3 because you're the
Third
third
funniest.
least. You're the third least attractive.
Oh, baby.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a math wizard, so I understood what you were saying. It was...
Is this you good now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
It was good. Me and Mary Devin phone banked.
Benjamin had a lot of success. Everyone was just angry at me.
So we're recording right now during the Super Bowl, and so it was the day before the Iowa caucus where Andrew Yang won.
I did get some Yang Gangs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and one guy pretended to like Bernie the entire time and was like mocking me, and I could kind of tell he was mocking me, but I was like, don't think that he's mocking you. He's like, oh, I think that you've convinced me. And I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, Yang Gang for life. And then hung up.
That rules,
Yeah, that's
honestly.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious,
His name was
yeah.
Willem, so fuck you, Willem.
Dudes rock. Okay, so
Speaking of dudes rocking and Willem, y'all have I talked about Willem Dafoe's dick on this before?
I don't think that you have.
So he did that movie Antichrist.
Oh, I know that it's big.
Okay, yeah.
He have
so
large penis.
Yeah, he have. Hey, I'm from Penis, Arizona. But yeah, there was like a new.
I hate that movie, by the way.
Penis, Arizona.
Antichrist.
I haven't seen it.
It's
But
just
there's
needlessly disgusting and horrible.
There's a dick in it, right?
Yeah.
Is that Lars von Trier?
Yeah.
Okay, so of course there's a dick in it.
Yeah.
But they had to get a dick double for a smaller dick because Willem Dafoe's dick was unbelievably large.
Yeah.
So
He looks like Satan himself, so you would think Satan would have a large penis.
yeah,
But
he is a strange looking.
he's a
man.
weird looking little.
It's like he was invented to be in David Lynch movies.
Yeah.
Or just like any sort of like body horror. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is in a David Lynch
Yeah.
movie. He's in fucking
Lost Highway?
No, the one with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Wild at Heart.
That movie kicks
Yeah,
ass.
it's really
man.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Okay, so you got Yang Ganged,
Yeah. From Iowa people.
right?
And I had a couple Bernie supporters, a couple people who were actually canvassing when I called them.
Yeah. Oh, that
But
rules.
most of the time it was wrong numbers or Trump or just no thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But a very good sign is that our entire group, because it's like some like automated thing, sign up, call for Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody listening. But they like rerouted it to Minnesota, even though it's the day before the Iowa caucus,
Right.
because they just had everyone.
Everyone in the state of Iowa had already received 4 phone calls.
Dude, there was this one lady who I called her, and so like there's like a script or whatever that everyone's going through, and she was like, "Is this about Bernie Sanders? Because yes, I am supporting him. I am going with one other person. It's my husband. We are driving."
Just answers to everything
Yeah,
on the
she
list.
just had the answers
That
to everything,
fucking
and like she was
rules,
like
dude.
annoyed, but I think like cheerfully annoyed
Yeah,
because
yeah,
like clearly she gave a fuck enough to like answer the phone 4 times. I would have just
Right.
turned off my phone.
Yeah.
Dude, one guy I called, I had never gotten this was the first guy I got to the like, you're supporting him. Are you going to the caucus tomorrow? And I got to the question that's like, how many people are you bringing? And I was like, that's weirdly specific. So I asked him, he's like, I think like 3 or 4 of my friends or whatever he said. And I clicked on the next thing and it was like, what are their names? And I was like, what are their names? Because I just thought it was such a weird question.
Yeah.
And he was like, one's name is something, something. And he's like, why? And I was like, it's telling me to ask that.
That's so.
I was like,
That's what I would do too. Yeah.
I was like, there's a screen and I haven't gotten this far yet. And he was laughing because he's like working the caucus. So he's like
Yeah.
a big Bernie guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw somebody tweet about how they have knocked on every door in her district twice already, and so they're sending people to other areas. It's pretty fucking cool.
I mean, that is like a door knocking strategy, though, is like a follow up.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
People feel better about whatever the first thing they agreed to is if like they feel like the organization
Gives a shit.
Yeah, gives a shit enough
Yeah.
to like follow up with them.
Yeah.
So that's good. I got connected to this one lady who did not live in Iowa, but she like used to.
Mm-hmm.
But she lived in South Carolina, which is like also like an early.
Did you tell her she should
Importance.
register to vote wherever she is? Because she's probably registered to vote in Iowa still.
I didn't tell her that, but she did say that she was a Republican.
Uh-huh.
And then I started talking to her about healthcare, and she's a nurse. And then
Yep.
once I started describing Medicare for all, she was like, "Oh, I think I might vote for Bernie now."
That's awesome.
That's
I
awesome.
flipped a Trump
That's awesome.
lady.
Yeah.
It makes perfect
I almost said a
sense.
different word.
A Trump bitch.
There you go.
But I mean, this is so obvious, but it's so much easier to sell people on who like hate the establishment on Bernie. Even some Trump people were like, no, we're Trump people, but thanks so much for calling. Like
Yeah.
they were like, they weren't really that angry at Bernie Sanders
Yeah.
specifically. They were just like, no, we're in voting for, and one guy said, I'm voting for the incumbent. And I'm just like, okay, the incumbent.
Yeah.
Like, I know he is the incumbent, but it's just very funny that, I don't know.
Hey, I got somewhere you could incumbent my ass. There was a Trump guy I talked to, and he was like, "Well, there's a war on Christianity, and I like what Trump is doing,
Right.
Like the least Christian man." But he was super into Kavanaugh.
What?
Oh, cool. He must be
Yeah.
Catholic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like an abortion thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, rape good, abortion bad.
Jesus.
That is in the that's
That's
Ecclesiastes.
technically in the
I
Bible.
got a
Yeah.
very
Leviticus.
downtrodden woman who described herself as a hermit and was like not planning to go out. She
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, I don't participate in any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't, I keep to myself. I don't like any of it. And I was like, I mean, I understand. Blah 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 blah.
What are you wearing?
A hermit crab outfit, but like a sexy hermit crab outfit, just by herself,
Right.
just getting all sexy in a little shell.
Benjamin told a lady who has agoraphobia to get the fuck out of her house. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was doing ableism and no growths. But then she started talking about how she like can't get like disability benefits. She didn't tell me what happened, but she said she was in a horrible accident, and I was like, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, Bernie wants to help people, and she was like, wait, what?
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, and she was like, I guess I'm going out tomorrow. Where's my like polling place?
Oh, that's fucking
yeah.
awesome.
And like, what time do I have to get there to make sure I get in the door and like all that shit?
I really hope that the addresses that were in there were correct because I definitely so like for the Minnesota people it said do you live in and then it was blank so it didn't have their address but the next thing had where their polling place was.
Yeah.
So I was like it says that your polling place is right here for early voting. Does that make sense to you? And they were like, yeah, I think that makes sense. But I'm like, I hope I didn't tell people the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I got lucky because I got a bunch of shit from Ramsey and Hennepin County, which is like St. Paul and Minneapolis. So I know those places
Yeah.
and like saw like the community centers and shit. And I was like, oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. You may know me from the local comedy clubs.
They definitely don't know. I was not getting booked.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I did some club. No, shit. I was doing way more clubs up there when I was even worse at comedy than I am now because there's no
'Cause
fucking clubs.
You
down
did
here.
you did a growth.
I did a growth.
Yeah, comedically, you did a growth.
I have a growth.
you
is
didn't
what
do a no growth.
I do have a growth. It's like a mole that I didn't used to have, so
Okay.
maybe it's cancer.
Yeah. You should get that checked out.
I want to know about the car thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like honestly hard for me to describe like where to start on this.
But you said that unless we
You-
wanted to talk more about filmmaking, you were like,
No,
I'm
I
waiting
mean-
to tell you until the podcast.
Okay, I mean, you could have eased into it a little bit.
All right,
Not
all right.
fucking-
Well, we can wait.
Batman
No,
sound.
but I bought a car that I don't have, but I've already bought it, and this is from a dealership.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they gave me a Jeep, so I'm driving around in a Jeep. I drove around a Jeep with the top down today.
Nice.
It rules.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Really?
It's like a really new Jeep.
You should just steal this Jeep and leave the
Dude, they're good. They
take
might,
the gun, leave the
they
cannoli.
might forget.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Take the gun, leave the cannoli.
What does that mean?
That's from Godfather, right?
I've never seen a movie.
All right.
Dude, I've only seen like the Godfather movies like once.
Same. I've seen it, but I think it was in high school, and I pretended it was good to make boys like me. I know
does-
it's a good movie.
That does seem like it would work.
Yeah.
It is The Godfather.
What's the context? I don't remember.
It
this
involves a gun and cannoli. I don't know. I'm not going to read the article.
happening. All right. That's fair enough. But all right, so I started trying to buy a car, like a used car, a couple weeks ago, and I called about this car I saw for sale. And I had someone from the dealership come pick me up because it was like in the east.
Is this the man with a car full of shit?
Yeah, so he shows up, and you know those people that are like, you got regular legs and you got a regular head, and then your waist is 10 miles wide.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like one of the, like, just like turtley kind
Humpty
of.
Dumpty
Yeah, just
kinda.
an unfortunate shaped man. I walk outside, and he's throwing loose files like around a van that it looks like he's living in, but also is his office.
Is this what you're buying?
No.
Oh, thank God.
This is what he came to pick me up in.
Nice.
Yeah, so disaster from the jump. Like, I don't fit in this car, and it's a van.
Right.
I don't fit in a van, and as everybody knows, I'm 4'1". So he's just like throwing shit around, and then we get to the dealership, and like I sit down inside, and he's like, "I'm gonna go pull the car up," and he brings the car around, and it's completely totaled, just like smashed to bits, and I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not buying this car." But I was like, "All right, here's the specific parameters for like what I want, what I'm looking for. If a car comes on this lot that has like all this shit,
Right.
give me a call because I'm looking."
If it's not smushed, it drive good.
Yeah, can't be smushed. Gotta drive good. Gotta not too much, not too much on the money. And yeah, no holes.
Yeah.
If they got holes, plug them up. So he hits me up a few times with like weird dumb. That time too, he drove like the wrong way down a street, completely got lost trying to get back to the dealership.
Nice. Nice.
Sounds like a real car man.
Yeah. I mean, it was Gil from The Simpsons, but like an old black guy who was shaped weird. But like those vibes for sure of just like pathetic. Nothing has ever gone
And didn't
right.
he say they call me Doc because my twin brother died and he was gonna be a doctor?
Not even his twin, just his brother, who was potentially going to be a doctor, died.
They call me Doc because the brother that I ate in the womb was going to be a doctor. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In that case, you should call me stripper. I did eat someone in the womb.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you didn't laugh. I didn't know that or I didn't remember it.
No, I mean, it
Do you feel guilty?
Is that why you don't eat meat?
that's why I stay eating pussy. But yeah, no, just his brother, who was potentially going to be a doctor, died. So he's like, I'm Doc now.
Right.
He was like, I really got to get home soon. I got to get home so I can log on to Facebook because it's my daughter's birthday and I got to wish her a happy
man.
birthday.
Damn.
Yeah, just a very pathetic man. But he was like trying, and I liked that about him. And I
Yeah.
could tell no one. It's clear no one's ever nice to this dude.
Yeah.
But then the other day, I found a car that I wanted, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's where Doc works."
Oh yeah.
So I was like, "I want him to have the sale over
Oh,
like,
that's
whoever
nice.
else,"
Yeah.
because like this man is pathetic.
He needs
I'm
to-
putting so
he needs
much
to-
of his business out here.
He
but,
needs to
like,
buy more manila envelopes to stuff in his car.
Oh man, I'm sure it's all just drawings of smiley faces. Like, just
Okay.
fucking boxes and boxes full of that shit. So he picks me up again because I'm like, "Hey Doc, you're gonna sell me a car today."
Yeah.
And again,
So many files.
car full of just totally full of shit. But I test drive it, and it's like it's a good car. Everything's going well. and like
No lumps, no holes.
no, it's
Not too smushed.
no. I mean, there's not a whole lot of car to smush. It's a Kia Rio. It's very tiny.
Oh, cool.
So if I get in an accident,
Where you will die instantly.
it's like getting hit by a car without even being in one. It's basically like I'm just gonna fly at a reasonable speed,
Right.
like about a foot above the road wherever I go when I'm in it. But I'm like doing all the paperwork and shit, and they don't tell me that I have to have had bought insurance on the car to drive it off the lot.
Right.
They just don't tell me that. And then at one point I asked, I was like, so insurance, because the last time I bought a car, I paid for it in cash, and you get 3 days.
Right.
when you pay for it in cash. I'm not doing that this time, but I didn't know that there was a difference. I was like, I have like 3 days, and they were like, yeah. And then I was like about to leave, and they were like, oh, no, you didn't buy insurance. And I was like, well, you guys are closing right now, so
Right.
what the fuck? And then I was like, also, I got free tickets to a basketball game that I told you about several hours ago
Right.
that I'm trying to get to. So instead of just giving me the car and being like, good luck,
Right.
please don't crash this for like 1 day or whatever, Doc drives me in
Hell yeah.
like another rental car, but he has to go get his car out of the lot so it doesn't get locked in there. And I'm pretty sure that's where he lives.
He's like, I gotta go to my van for a second. He just fills the rental car with his envelopes.
Oh no, he had to run in to the other store, and he was like, okay, I know you're in a hurry, so why don't you just start putting all of these papers in this pot
Nice.
and then put it in the back of the car. Yeah. That was a huge sneeze over there. So he does that, and then he drives to go pick up Luke and get the tickets for me and drive us to a basketball
that's
game.
awesome.
It was really nice of him. I felt bad, but
Yeah.
also I was like, you did really like fuck up.
You also hooked him up with a sale, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I went out of my way to do that. And then,
Drove you to the Pelicans game.
yeah.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
So then yesterday, I'm like,
Let's have him on the pod.
all right, dude, I got insurance. Come pick me up, and then I can drive my car home that
Yeah.
I already paid for. And he picks me up, and we get there, and the car is like suspended and being worked on. And he did not tell me that.
He didn't check.
Yeah.
No, at all. We also drove to the wrong location first.
It's probably the FBI putting like a bug in it or C4 or something to take you out before you can go postal.
Yeah, so like all that shit happened, and then it was like clear that this car had never been inspected.
Awesome.
They sold me a car that
Cool.
was uninspected, but
Yeah.
then they did the inspection after the sale.
Yeah.
And they have to fix some shit.
We just need to kill all the bugs. There's
Right.
just a lot of insects.
They got in through the hole. All the fucking holes.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I like got pretty mad at that point because I was like, I gave you thousands of dollars for a fucking car. Like, I would like a car. And then they ended up giving me a Jeep and a bunch of like free maintenance on it. But then last night, he started texting me at 10,
Nice.
and I'm gonna have you read all of this.
Okay.
All right. We were not talking before this.
Okay. Sorry about your drama, but you can sail the boat. But stand by me. Means you must have your purchase, must be happy by me.
What?
And Benjamin says, huh? And then there's a dick pic. And then
No, dick pic.
I make sure you are sure happy. ... They hit with a ... I will leave if we make you happy. ...
What?
Enjoy the SB day, and I never let this happen again. ... Never let this happen on my customer.
I was on mushrooms when I got this. So. ...
Tax season, make my world. That's in all caps. Two but from me. God damn it.
How is this real?
God damn it. Okay. I'm not, it's going to take, I need all of you to shut up so I can read this without laughing.
Two but from me.
Shut up.
I want to read it.
No. Okay. Thank I have to. It's all one phrase. Oh no! You have to unlock it.
I'll unlock it. I'll unlock it.
Okay, give it. Okay. Thank for patronage. I got your back. ATT. All line break time. You did well, man. No worries. TY. Enjoy this day.
Enjoy this day.
Those are two different messages to
Enjoy this day. Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, so I still don't have that car.
Michael's crying.
Thank for patronage. I actually am leaving out a syllable. There's like another syllable in patronage. All right. All right.
Well, patience.
Thank for patronage.
Also, there are so many ellipses, and the
Oh, yeah.
ellipses have too many dots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know why people think that ellipses make everything make sense.
Has that been your experience? My mom does that, and it sounds like she's like it's everything that she sends me sounds like a suicide note.
Yes,
because of the ellipses. My mom will be like, "Going to the doctor today." ... Like they didn't have the salmon at the place. ...
Yeah. So French people do it a lot, but I get the ... a lot from them. Also, American coworkers will hit me with I have a question ... on fucking GChat in the middle of my workday, and I'm like, just tell me, Kelly, what the fuck do you want?
Right.
Like it sounds like something really, really stressful, and work is just like when my mom does it, I like know it's something. I know it's just how she texts. But it's annoying people my age do it because I'm like, why are you texting like a 70-year-old?
Right.
What about when people do it in real life and you shouldn't have brought it up just now and it was me? Whoops.
What?
That thing where people are like, so I was thinking something about tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then they really want you to be like, what were you thinking?
Right, I hate
tomorrow?
that shit.
But it's like, what? There's just
tell
why the
me.
formality?
Just tell
You
me,
can skip
yeah.
this. Yes.
All right, do you want to have a baby with me? Like, is that what it is? I feel like
I'm gonna start texting people. Are you sitting down? I am now. Good. You should relax more.
You should do that to someone right now.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm never gonna do that to anyone. I always say I will do things and then I don't do them.
you want to do it to Jeff right now? No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
No, it's fucked up.
No, yeah, he should relax more. No, he's not. Is he relaxed?
Doc?
No, Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Yeah, no, I mean, he has a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, he's like relaxed, but with anxiety.
Yeah, he's lazy, but he has anxiety.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh man,
Oh,
bless you. I think that was probably a
car?
firework.
It wasn't a gun.
Yeah,
That
no.
did not sound like a fire. It sounded like a transformer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was either a transformer or a firework.
It sounded like a really low.
Do people light off fireworks for the Super Bowl?
I mean,
There was like a fireworks show on Friday during my host set at Fuck Yeah,
That is
directly outside.
extremely annoying.
Yeah, and it was like January 31st. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have to go to the bathroom.
All right,
Sorry.
it's all good.
So after the party last night, I went to Saturn Bar, but my friend wasn't there. And then I ended up going to the Witch's Ball, which was predictably stupid, but I met up with people and ended up doing cocaine in a limousine.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically the story. I just wasn't expecting to do coke in a limousine ever in my entire life.
Yeah, I've still never done coke.
I don't seek it out, but
Yeah.
I am a bad person.
I like.
I do get when people are like, that one's particularly awful, but also like chocolate comes from slaves too.
I did not know that.
Like Nestle specifically.
Yeah. I mean, whatever, but not like
But not like whatever.
that good. The good shit. Oh, here she comes.
She's a man eater.
I hear the pitter patter of little feet.
Are we all waiting for me?
We tried to riff and it was a
It was a
fucking
disaster.
Yeah.
Well, he asked me a thing that was a obvious you shouldn't have asked me thing.
Oh, on the
What? Why? Do they listen to the podcast? I mean, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't even. I won't even. I won't even.
It's fine.
I'll
I
tell you
forgot
about
you
it
had
later.
a bidet and I didn't use it.
Did you shit?
Yeah, I'm so
Go
stupid.
go use it.
No,
no,
it's
I'm
okay.
gonna be itchy for you for the rest of the podcast.
I wiped
episode.
really well.
There's no such thing. That's like saying
Well, she uses them wrong anyway.
No, I don't.
Dude, you wipe first. That's wrong.
wait,
no,
you wipe first?
I used to
Get
wipe
the
first.
fuck
Oh, okay.
out of this house.
I think I'm full bidet now, but I
All right,
wipe
there we go.
after.
yeah.
Yeah.
You dab.
Yeah, pat dry.
You dab and you dab.
I have a lot of folds, not in my ass, but I have a lot of folds to dry.
Yeah. There's a writer named Otessa Moshfegh, and her protagonist referred to her genitals as her folds and caverns, and I'll never forget it.
I think you've said that on the pod before.
Whatever.
It's okay. I wasn't mad about it.
Did you?
Yeah, I love how
Whatever,
defensive you got
bitch.
about that for whatever fucking reason.
Do y'all see John Kerry overheard discussing possible 2020 bid amid concern of, quote, Sanders taking down the Democratic Party?
Oh, geez.
My man.
John Kerry.
Yes.
What a likable guy.
Man, they got nobody to fucking.
It's really funny because everyone
They're
that
like,
they
we're bringing out the big.
Every primary spoiler-
Joe Biden.
yeah, every primary spoiler they have access to is someone who would take votes away from everyone but Bernie, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they got nothing, man. He's gonna win, man.
I think he's gonna win Iowa. I think he's might win South Carolina, honestly.
Well, from the sample size of the people I called today, every single person in Minnesota loved Bernie Sanders.
Oh, really?
It was crazy.
I mean, that was already kind of a
Yeah.
slam dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so,
Minnesota won Bernie last time.
yeah. Iowa, I have no idea because I haven't been keeping up with the poll. I don't keep up with polls and stuff, but I know he's doing well. I said that on the phone a lot today.
I mean, he's gone significantly up in the polls.
Yeah,
just like my
recently.
dick. Since
Nice.
since it started mattering at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the thing about it that to me is like, oh, he's gonna win is like a month ago they were like, we need to get 10 million calls to Iowa.
Right.
By the time of the caucus, the Suck Caucus. And they got that in a week, and now they're over 20 million.
Wow.
That fucking
And like
rules.
10 million was like, or no, 5 and 10, not 10 and 20. I got that wrong.
Still.
But like,
Wild.
it was a crazy ambitious number. And like, we were calling the day before the caucus, and they all fucking redirected us to somewhere else because so many people must have been calling today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really exciting.
And like, dude, the amount of people that you can actually change their mind is more than I expected.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of people who were like, I'm not sure. And like, once I said anything about Bernie, they were like, all right, I think Bernie.
Nice.
Caitlin Marone accidentally called a sleepover full of children.
That's awesome.
Or a slumber party, and they were big Warren fans.
You
But
were
I
like,
think they're
is
too
this,
young to
is this
vote.
Seymour Butts?
She was being really funny. Like, I overheard her say, well, you can't vote for queens. That's why we have to vote. She was like, queens don't need voting for. Something like that.
Yeah.
She was being very, very Caitlin. But I was like, what? She was like, it's a slumber party. And I was like, okay.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I think Elizabeth Warren's going to endorse Biden. That is my
Really?
that is my deep terror. Yeah.
Damn, that would suck.
I read something that I think that she will definitely not endorse Bernie. I really think that the whole tiff about
I don't think any of them, I think very few of them are going to endorse anyone once they drop out until they see who wins.
right.
Because I think that's just too much of like a chance at political suicide.
Yeah.
I think the only one, because like Yang doesn't have any fucking, they can't take anything away from him really because he's not a politician.
Right.
He's just running for president.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to endorse Bernie.
I don't. He took a shot at Bernie at some like little restaurant in Iowa or whatever. He like jumped off a chair and said, "Let's see Bernie Sanders do that."
Oh, yeah.
That's tight though.
You old bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking that was what that move was conveying.
Yeah. I don't know. My man's got a good swing.
What are you looking for? A good swing? What are you talking about?
Baseball. Bernie can slug.
Oh yeah, and he can fucking hoop too.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that more cucumber smelling stuff?
No, it's hand lotion.
Can I have some?
Yeah, but you hate the smell of it.
I still want it just because it looks fun. And this is very shiny. Oh wait, no, that smells horrible.
Yeah, you hate
yeah,
it.
Oh god.
Can I smell it?
Ugh.
It's creme brulee
Ugh.
scented.
Let me smell your hand. Oh, god damn. Jesus Christ. Someone
don't-
should set it on fire.
I don't love it. I got it in like a gift.
Creme brulee.
I got it in a gift thing that had like 4 different. There you go.
Thank you.
It took us both a little while.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good joke.
Yeah, but the other ones in the thing smell good. Like there's one that's almond and coconut. This smells really good.
You always say
Actually-
almond.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I like now I don't know.
I say almonds.
I could have, if you had asked me to say the word, if you had asked me what those were, I would have said almonds.
Almonds. Yeah.
What was that? Was that somewhere in between?
Yeah, I mean it used
You don't say almonds.
I say almonds.
Right. But you say almonds.
Almonds.
Yeah.
Almond.
But you don't even say the L. You just say almonds.
He doesn't say it either.
No, you say almonds.
Almonds.
I say
I say
almonds.
almonds. Yeah. I say it.
Almonds.
I say
Welcome to how you say stuff.
AWMENS.
This is like
That's cute.
Is it? I think it might just be the way people who are being lazy say it.
Have you taken that New York Times quiz where it like asks you how you say various words and it tells you where you're from?
Yeah.
It's fucking spooky.
Yeah, it is really, really creepy.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an accent, but it still knew where I was from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't taken. You should send me that. I want to.
It's really
if it gets
it'll
me.
it'll get you.
Yeah.
It gets everybody. It's so crazy. They just triangulate your location based on like whether you call it the neutral ground or whatever, or whether you say
Well, neutral
room,
ground. That's
room.
just here.
no. I know, but there's also median. There's also some other shit that dumb people say. Are you okay?
That was an inside burp. I didn't mean for you to hear it.
We use our outside voices and our inside burps for the podcast.
I can't stop making noises. I'm
All right.
sorry.
Medicare for all. MJ needs to go to the doctor.
I have health care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not to brag.
Yeah, not to brag. To brag, actually.
Well, I have Aflac supplemental insurance that pays $60 for nothing.
Yeah. You want some insurance? It pays your boss if you get injured.
But I never opened my mail, so maybe this is my fault, but some of it's not my fault. I did just open up mail that I haven't opened since October, and I found out that some bill that, like, I had a procedure literally 5 years ago that I just keep getting random bills for because they find new things that it costs.
Is it Ochsner?
No, it was this, it's like a Alliance Surgery Center. It's where I had an endoscopy. And I keep getting new bills, and like I don't know that they exist, and I just don't open them, and then they go to collections, and it's really annoying. So I just found out that something went to collections, and like no one even calls me.
Right.
Anyway, so my credit just sucks because I keep getting random bills from medical things I had 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
I had that happen to me once. It didn't go to collections, but it came real close.
I've had so much medical shit go to collections.
That will fuck up your credit.
Yeah, it does.
You can contest a lot of it, though.
Yeah.
A lot of these people buy up debt and then they don't have they like call you, bill collectors or whatever will call you, but they don't actually have the resources to contest it if you contest it.
Oh,
Sometimes
okay.
they don't even really know what they're like trying to collect.
Right.
If you're just like, so what is this for? They'll be like, we're gonna drop it. I don't fucking know. We're bluffing. We want your money. Fuck you.
It's
Right.
just so maddening to me. That happened to me at Ochsner too. They sent me a second bill for like it was like $12.50, but it was after I know what my copay is, and I paid my copay there, and they just sent me a random bill afterwards, and
Yeah.
it makes me so mad because I hate not having control, and I just feel like they can just randomly. I just feel like they're up there just like randomly typing in numbers and sending people fucking bills that don't make any sense because they know that you have to pay it.
Yeah.
Also, it was when I had ringworm. I thought it was ringworm on my ass. So all I did was make some lady look at my ass for 1 second, and she didn't do anything. Like
That will be $1 million.
Yeah, it was like, okay, so we're gonna send you bills for the rest of your life to tell you probably have ringworm. And guess what, bitch? It wasn't even ringworm.
Right.
So,
Well, that's because it wasn't a doctor and you're being sued. It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
was just
bill.
about to say, yeah, you're being charged for her therapy for having to look at your ass.
it
just
said
someone in a-
medical spa.
It said medical spa. Yeah.
Wait, what? What is a medical spa?
That's like where they do cosmetic surgery. that like a dental spas where like you get like tooth implants and veneers.
Well, even then, they probably wouldn't be mad if you made them look at your asshole.
Right. No, I mean they do stuff there. They bleach assholes. I believe. I don't know if they'd call
What
it a
does
medical
that
spa.
mean?
Huh?
I've heard that before. Bleaching an asshole.
They literally bleach the like you know how your asshole is like brown.
Sometimes they're pink.
I
Sometimes
think-
they're pink. I've never looked at my asshole.
Mine's,
You should ask Jeff's.
mine's
Yeah.
I think red, like a baboon.
All right.
A lot
I
of
think it's
people's-
pink. It's
a
pink.
lot of people's assholes are like
Brown.
much darker than their skin, and so they get them bleached.
I feel like no. I guess I've seen some brown assholes.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
just
yeah.
assumed it was duty.
No, I guess I never really just was like, huh, what color is? Normally, I'm more excited to be there than
Yeah, right.
you know,
Yeah.
just like and doing like little paint swatches
Yeah.
Oh,
next to
eggplant.
a man's ass
Yeah.
or lady or whoever's. Yeah.
Whoever's by, you're by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you saying something? No.
I think I said my thing.
You had inside burp.
I had inside burp, and then I started talking about medical debt and how annoying it is.
No. So, but what do they bleach?
Oh,
I don't get. So do they just change the color of your skin, or is it
Yeah.
because I'm like the hairs? I would think rather than
there's no
bleaching
hair.
them,
The hair's gone.
you would get rid of the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can bleach hair like some people get their mustaches bleached.
So
Because-
that's what I always assumed, but then I thought about it and I was
no,
like,
they
well,
bleach
they would
the
just get rid of
skin.
it.
They bleach the skin. You can bleach skin.
Why?
Michael Jackson did that. Actually,
Not to his asshole, to his whole body.
right. He
Probably
just
did.
left his asshole this normal color. Yeah. No, I mean,
Because he said he had vitiligo, so he just made himself all white. But then a lot of people said he just wanted to be white.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like a body image thing that's been like a campaign against people of color and like in magazines marketed to them, just all these skin bleaching
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, dude, Sammy Sosa,
Yeah. It's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
dude, he looks nuts.
I gotta look him up.
I mean, he looks like a ghost. Because no one's actual skin is like the tone of like if you. Do they really?
That's so weird.
What is skin bleaching? Is it bleach?
I don't know. I've never thought about it that much.
I do love that pink hat though that he's wearing.
Yeah,
very
why go with you bleach your face and then you put on a bunch of pink shit? And you're just
Yeah,
like-
I feel like if he wanted to dress like that, he should have stayed black. That looks way better on black people.
Wearing a ridiculous pink hat.
That's like one of the few privileges black people have is being able to wear pink and purple and not look idiotic. It just doesn't look good on white people's skin.
yeah, yeah.
I look
Buddy,
good in
you're more
pink.
of an autumn. What's that?
I look good in pink.
In a pink hat?
No, of course
You're
not.
you're,
a
Yeah.
pink hat.
you're swarthy enough to pull off pink. I think.
You couldn't wear a
swarthy.
pink suit.
Is he swarthy?
I'm not swarthy.
I would say yes. Yeah.
No.
Swarthy, yeah, it just means you have like, you know, facial hair and you're confident and yeah. You have like a lot of hair. I don't know what
I think
swarthy
you're.
means.
I think you're describing Jack Sparrow.
Oh, did
who
you
is
see?
swarthy?
Yeah, he is swarthy. Yeah, there you go. You're Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Yeah, apparently,
Amber Heard chopped off his finger.
yeah.
That's what I heard.
And and they heard they heard like some audio recording I didn't listen to where she was threatening to inflict further violence on him. So yeah, don't listen to women. They're liars.
Awesome.
Dude, how did she chop up? That's fucking nuts.
That's what I saw on Twitter. I don't even know if it's true.
I don't either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, okay, she was like the one person, definitely do listen to women, but she was like the one person who's like, he abused me claims sounded kind of fake because he was like, no, I remember hearing about the finger thing
Yeah.
like a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, it seems
Oh,
like,
I saw a photo.
yeah, it was like, it seems like this is not what she's saying it is, even if it's not necessarily the opposite of what she's saying. I remember thinking that then, but I don't really care because Johnny Depp just struck. I don't know. I do feel a little bit bad about how much I like privately and internally made fun of how much he looked like shit because apparently he was not in a great place and it wasn't really his fault.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, I get the instinct to just be like, fuck him. Some like
Yeah,
powerful
some rich
guy.
asshole,
like,
right. And he had like this
confirms,
really bizarre
like-
interview, but I think he was probably
I mean, he's been weird as shit for
a long time. He's always been weird as shit. And those people don't age well. Like Mysterious just sounds senile when you hit a certain point.
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Jack White are just going to meld into like a megazord
God.
of like pasty.
Yeah.
Jack White's not that weird though.
He's
he
so
just
ugly.
he just dresses horrible and looks like shit.
He's
But
truly so fucking
he
ugly.
rocks.
He
though.
fucks with Bernie.
He fucks with Bernie. His music is amazing.
I thought it was so lame that Bernie had 7 Nation Army in a campaign video.
You know, I'm not going to pretend that shit does not completely slap. It slaps.
No,
Yeah,
it
that
song
doesn't.
slaps.
I
What are you
hate that
talking-
fucking song.
No,
You're wrong.
You're just being
That
a
shit
contrarian.
rules.
No, I'm
Dude.
not. I was like sick of that song in middle school.
You're not the target demographic is
that doesn't
not.
mean it's not good.
Okay.
It's extremely good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna mansplain Seven Nation Army to you.
I don't think it's that good of a song. I think it's lame, and I'm sick of it already. I mean, I've been sick of it for like 20 years.
but
or however long it's
but
been.
that commercial was not marketed towards
You're not
people
going to
who were
Wichita.
cool 20 years ago or whatever. It was marketed towards people who were fucking lame
Also,
20 years ago.
And it's saying like it's. I like that Jack White likes Bernie, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, that video where they were like,
Just-
they just put out a straight up fuck billionaires. Like,
Dude, the crying billionaire.
That was the video.
Fucking-
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
it was
what
a
I'm
great
saying, like-
video. That's why I was like, oh man, I would have liked a different song. It was a great video.
well, it's better
In
than
the
fucking
arms of an angel.
Vampire Weekend.
No,
Like,
I'm so
Yeah.
glad. No, you're right. It's way better than Vampire Weekend for sure.
Yeah.
And I actually probably like Vampire Weekend's music more, but that's because I'm a bitch.
And then with Killer Mike and Cardi B, they're like, "We'll let you talk about Bernie, but none of your music is getting into this
Yeah.
campaign."
And even if the good ones die, fuck it, the Lord will sort it. That'd be so funny.
That would have been really good. We should actually. I could do that on my computer if you wanted me to do that. I'll send it to you to post.
Okay.
Yeah. God damn, that's such a good idea.
Once again, I'm asking you to lie, cheat, steal, kill. Everybody's doing it.
I spent literally 8 straight hours without even looking up, just editing the Pete Buttigieg dance to various songs. I didn't post any of them. I think I posted
Just
one
for
and then
you.
deleted it. It really was just for me.
I keep imagining like a 24-year-old white girl at like Vanderbilt tearfully throwing away her Cardi B prayer candle when she endorsed Bernie Sanders. Sorry, I was just thinking about how like Cardi B's music would actually probably be. There's nothing that isn't just like about shaking your ass or being cool and rich.
Right.
So there's no Cardi B song that would have worked. But I was thinking about how that actually might have worked. Does that make any sense? Anyway, like Cardi B is like the one supporter that I'm like I do feel like there might be some people who in our, and I say our because my brain is stupid too, in our dumb bird braids that actually did like somewhat sway them towards Bernie, who are like very much in that like girl power zone.
Yeah. Oh God. Do you remember when people expected AOC to endorse Warren?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was so annoying.
the
Well, everybody,
liberal
I was
delusion.
worried about it.
I didn't think I thought she was not going to endorse, but I didn't think she was going to endorse Warren.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I thought that was more likely.
I'm like I hereby eat crow, like respect.
Yeah, it couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
And like she did it at exactly a perfect strategic time when like everyone was starting to like get very worried about his chances.
Right. God, she fucking
Like even the people who like I don't know believed in him from the jump were like, it's not looking good.
Yeah. Dude.
Rashida,
Yep.
it's Tlaib, right? Everyone says
Talib, but
it's not
No.
Tlaib.
No, it's not.
It's
But that's what
TL.
everyone says.
I say Rashida Tlaib,
Talib.
but like
But it's not spelled that way.
TLAIB, right?
Yeah, Tlaib. Not
AI, not EI, not IA. How
or Tlaib. But
pronouncenames.com.
It's TL first, anyway, and everyone says
Pornhub came up. Sorry.
You bitch.
Glaviano checks his dick.
Oh god, that's the browser I use for work too. So.
Pornhub.com /Rashida Tlaib.
All right.
Dude, but her booing Warren, God damn it, I shouldn't have done that. But her booing Clinton is the dopest shit I've ever seen.
Also, She just said yes, boo, when someone was like, we're not going to boo her. It wasn't like she was like, boo. You know what I'm saying?
She was pretty into
Yeah,
it.
she did that. Wait, hold on. All right, random person on the English Mistress. Speaking of Pornhub, this is a YouTube account called The English Mistress, and her avatar is two high-heeled shoes. So this lady fucks for sure. All right, anyways.
Or she definitely pretends to.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, I think that's actually the most shocking thing I've ever seen a mainstream politician do, is just straight up encourage booing of someone like that big in your own party. I've never seen someone with the balls to do that.
Yeah.
She fucking owns.
Yeah.
She like.
And I liked it how even in her apology, she didn't really back down.
Yeah.
Like,
What'd she say? I didn't.
Well,
see
she
an
said
apology.
I promised to do better. I was disappointed that she apologized.
I was disappointed, but she was like, it's frustrating when you're working so hard and when you care so much about something for someone to, like, when there's such a big obstacle or something like that. Like, she basically was like, Hillary Clinton sucks, but and I do understand the I should do better thing, because I mean, I think that she should have booed her, but I also understand why, like, she's still a politician and
Right.
she's covering her ass. But I think she could have been a lot more, like, I'm sure people were pressuring her to be a lot more of a kiss-ass coward. And
Right.
I think, like, for an apology, it wasn't. I mean, I'll look it up.
The fucking pearl clutching is driving me
Yeah, it's
absolutely insane.
But just to even see someone whose first instinct is to be like, no, that person's a war criminal
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
like responsible for the deaths of my people.
Right.
Like, how dare you fucking ask me to like tell
not
someone else not to boo too.
yeah.
She's like, no, go ahead, boo, fuck her. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Like, I honestly never thought I would see like an elected official act that way.
Yeah.
My statement regarding last night, I'm so incredibly in love with the movement that our campaign of Not Me, Us has created. This makes me protective over it and frustrated by attempts to dismiss the strength and diversity of our movement.
Hell yeah.
However, I know what is at stake if we don't unify over one candidate to beat Trump, and I intend to do everything possible to ensure that Trump does not win in 2020. In this instance, I allowed my disappointment with Secretary Clinton's latest comments about Senator Sanders and his supporters get the best of me. You all, my sisters in service on stage, and our movement deserve better. I will continue to strive to come from a place of love and not react in the same way of those who are against what we are building in this country. This is about building a just and equitable future for my two boys' children across the country and future generations. And then everyone's just responding saying you did nothing wrong.
Dude, yeah. She fucking rules.
Yeah.
I mean, like, at some point we will have to communicate to the masses that we intend to take over the fucking Democratic Party.
Yeah.
And like, cause yeah, it's like, yeah, Hillary Clinton may be in the party
I mean,
now.
either take it over
Yeah.
or dismantle it.
Right.
Like people have been trying. I mean, like the progressive left has been trying to take it over forever, and it's never even come close to working. So I get why people are still, even in this moment, skeptical that like there's not such a built-in mechanism in the Democratic Party to make sure that it never happens.
Right. No, for sure.
But they're fucked at this point. Like, damage is done. There's no future for like the neoliberal Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Like, they either have to, that has to be a different thing, and like there will be a third party that comes out of the like Bernie moment, or we're gonna take over.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna split. Like it's just, there's a complete ideological opposition between two factions of the party, and now
it's just a return to the party's roots. I mean, like, maybe not entirely, but like Clinton really did, like, not Hillary Clinton, but Bill Clinton really did fucking just wrench it towards like sort of Reaganism.
yeah, fucking over labor, global trade, all
Yeah.
that shit.
But I just read, and I should have realized this, but with Bernie polling at 30% in California and Warren polling at 16%, it means that if she drops any more, he gets all of the delegates in California
Holy shit.
because there's a 15%.
So she's
threshold.
second in.
She's second at 16%. So and that's like
Dude.
450 delegates.
Biden can't win.
No. Well, I think there's going to be a contested convention. I mean, I don't think that
I mean, yeah.
that's his only chance.
Yeah, I don't think first ballot anyone can win except for Bernie. And
I think that's true.
I think by the time it got to a contested convention, everyone like Joe Biden might have just like accidentally like fallen off of a cliff.
Right.
Yeah, like-
right. On his Segway.
Yeah, he's sundowning. Everybody knows like he can't finish a sentence.
Yeah.
When he glitched out, when someone asked him about Bernie, and he just goes, why? It's like he keeps doing this shit.
Yeah. Did we talk about last week the thing where he was like, someone was like something about a pipeline? And he's like, well, just go vote for Bernie Sanders
Yeah,
then.
go vote for someone else.
That's
yeah.
fucking rules.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, did you see when someone like confronted him on some policy thing at like one of his rallies, and he was like, I get why your wife left you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What happened
Damn.
was he was like, it was a guy who was intentionally, like, he was wearing a "Settle for Biden" shirt.
Awesome.
And he was like, my wife. He was asking him like a joke question.
Okay, maybe it wasn't policy.
I see. Wait, let me. You might be right too. I see why y'all talk about something else. While I look this up.
No.
I think you narrating
Yeah, just narrate what you're doing.
I see why your wife left you.
.pornhub.
Biden tells voter who asked for marriage advice, I'm beginning to see why your wife left you. It's a prank. It was a prank guy, but
right.
still, it's still
Nah,
funny.
he handled it well. He handled that
He did
well.
handle it well, yeah. Because if he knew it was a prank and he was wearing a "Settle for Biden" shirt,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I couldn't hear what he was saying, and like there were a bunch of people around. No one else was like trying to get him to shut up, so I figured he was just
Yeah.
asking him a question.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
already,
well,
he already
probably-
told the guy. He called the guy fat.
What?
Listen here.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fat.
listen here, fat. Yeah, that rules.
Yeah, listen here, fat.
Dudes rock.
Yeah, can you go split a can of that Dark Horse wine between two mason jars, please?
Yes.
It's half a can per. It's half a bottle per can. Woo, doggy. Okay, I'm actually.
You're only on one mean water, right? Is this number 2?
No, we had vodka at Bud Rips, but it wasn't strong. It was like an actual one.
Right.
cocktail. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys should have told me you were at Bud Rips. That sounds fun.
But you said 6:30, so we were trying to respect your space.
I don't care about my space.
Whenever you were like 6:30 would be ideal, I imagine you being really annoyed on the other end of the phone, just like, oh, 6:30. God, I guess we can see him then. But you're probably just like, nah, I have some stuff to do.
Yeah, I had to do dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susanna was like, "Hey, could you do literally anything before the podcast?" And I was like, "I think I can hook that
I think
up."
so, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. One each. Okay, cheers.
Yeah. Oh,
There's 3 of us.
yeah. I think I would drink some of that wine. I'll
will?
go get a Masson jar.
Thank you.
I don't care if you.
Can I have a Masson jar?
Well, I have coronavirus, so yeah, I'll get you a Masson jar.
Thank you. I just prefer to drink it out of a glass or a
All
jar.
right, fine. If you guys are doing it, can I?
They're very tiny jars.
I'm on jar.
Huh? What?
Man,
I went to
I don't know
phone
if that's
call.
gonna be kept or not, but and it's not gonna be funny at all.
Because no one could see. Yeah.
You just forgot that you have headphones on and I don't.
I just did my
Oh man. Someone's gonna spill their Masson jar.
Oh man, I gotta talk about the pole dancing experience before the end of the pod. It was horrible.
So why'd you take the class?
So my coworker Elaine went with me to my like CrossFitty class.
So this is the hot lady.
Yeah, but I don't know. Now she just feels like
You're over it.
we're friends now.
Oh, that'll take the fun out of it.
And like not only is she the most heterosexual person I've ever met in my entire life, I like wake up to like I like her, but I wake up to like 3 Instagram posts from like Yes Girl boss accounts.
Oh, hell yes.
From her every day. And also she loves like astrology. Like one day she said something like my friend, I'm doing like a yoga workshop with my friend who makes jewelry, and we were getting matcha together, and I was like, this just sounds like white woman word salad.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
this
like a
sounds
bot.
like a joke.
This is white
sounds-
girl
yeah.
ebooks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how is this real? But I like her because she's like very self-aware, and she's smart, and anyway, afterwards we went to Pagoda. You were out of town, but we went to Pagoda last week, not the pole dancing thing. So I think she was trying to like include me because she's friends. This was her first pole dancing class, but she's friendly with the lady that does the classes, and so she invited me to a free one. And it's on Canal, so it's so weird because you park in like the former like Iberville projects is like right where it is, and so you park there, and then it just looks like everything is like closed on Canal at that hour. But there's a pole dancing studio, and you open it up, and it's just like it's like also an aerial dance studio.
Right.
So there's
Aerial
like
silks.
yeah, so it's just beautiful and colorful and like huge ceilings, and there's like 8 poles, and it's this really beautiful place, and you just don't expect that in the middle of a bunch of buildings that look closed.
Yeah.
So it's this little beautiful oasis. So I'm walking in. Elaine's 15 minutes late. And it's like a 45-minute thing. But I'm feeling positive initially because it seemed nice. The lady seemed really, really nice. And we did warm-ups, and I was like, this is fine. And most of the pole dancing stuff I felt like really awkward about, but it wasn't that demoralizing because everyone was kind of bad at it. That was their first time. Some people were like you could tell they were actual like pole dancers, like whether they were strippers or just did this a lot. They were like doing some shit where you were like, okay, they're good at that. Like you do the fire, like some people immediately understood the fireman thing, which is like when you go around the pole and then you jump and spin like a fireman.
Yeah, the firemen are famous for jumping and spinning on the way down.
That's what they do. But I
That's
was
what that
able
Lil
to
Wayne
sort
song
of
is
do
about.
it. But I do this thing where like I get really afraid, so I wrap my toes around the pole
Like a fucking
little
sloth.
monkey. Yeah,
Dude, that would be so funny if you just saw a stripper like run to a pole and then just hold on to it very frightened.
yeah, that's what it looked like. But that part wasn't that bad because it was just
If you give us $10, you can feed Marion a carrot.
I was objectively the ugliest person there, and like that wasn't that horrible to me until I realized I was also the fattest and weakest because we had to try to climb the pole. And so Elaine, who's like, because women do this thing that they think is helping, where they're like, I also don't have a lot of upper body strength. Like they're like, whatever you hate about yourself, I also have that.
Right.
Which ultimately is worse because then that person just says that they suck at something and then they're way better than you. So it just hurts more that
Right.
you're way worse at it. So we did this thing where we were supposed to climb the pole and literally everyone could at least go a few, like you put your feet around and then you pull yourself up. The lady came to see like what I was doing and she was like, you can climb now. And I was like, in my mind, I am climbing. Like I didn't move. Like I couldn't move and I just kept falling and it was just really like, I did not expect to have such an emotional response, but it like was absolutely.
Demoralizing.
It was really demoralizing.
No, dude, I hate being bad at stuff.
Yeah, and it felt like it was about me. Like
When-
it felt like it was about my self-worth. I don't know. It was really hard.
I mean, this is gonna sound insensitive that I'm comparing it to that, but earlier today when I was like texting you about not getting my like computer to work, I honestly was like about to break a ton of shit in
Yeah.
my room because
Yeah.
I don't understand how computers work, and every time I do, I'm like, why can everybody else do it? I fucking can't. Goddamn do it.
I feel like that so quickly, but it was also just like that everyone could see me, which when I'm not supposed to cry is when I will cry. So like when it's time to cry, when it would be good and beneficial, like
Right.
when I'm sad and at home. Well, luckily once I start, I keep going all day. So like
perfect.
I just cried all day. And I even ran in between and still cried. I like cried in the car.
You're like the juggernaut of
Yes.
crying.
I ran a 5K. I cried a little bit while I was running the 5K in City Park. And at a certain point, I really could not explain why I was crying because it was no longer about the pole dancing class.
Right.
But I think it's just like, yeah, I think I need to go to therapy again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up.
Okay. That would
Yeah.
be tight. I mean, I can afford good therapy now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know where to find it.
Well,
Not that
I
you're
will
in therapy.
save my punch card, my 10 punch card for someone else.
I mean, if you have a good therapist, I would want to go to them. I just don't know where to go. Heather was cool, but she wasn't that cool.
I mean, yeah,
She kind of just listened really well.
dude. And some people need that,
Yeah.
but I
I like to argue. I like someone who
I
wants
want
to
someone who
argue.
has something to say.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be told that I'm wrong.
Yeah. I want to be topped by my therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, I know this is like a dumb thing to even like put out in the world, but I just can't imagine someone being good enough at that to at all help me.
That
What,
is-
talk therapy?
Yeah, that sounds. It just doesn't sound like it could help.
Oh, I think it could help me a lot. Like, some things, I have little pieces of advice from friends that I hear in my head like 12 years later.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I need advice. I can't just talk.
Yeah.
No, I mean that for sure. But I just feel like I have good enough friends.
I feel like I'm too worried about burdening my
Me too.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times.
Well, you
'cause-
guys know. I mean, I dump a ton of shit on you too.
Yeah, but I feel like
You're
I
not
never have
burdensome.
anything good to say. I always
No,
want you to
you-
dump it on me, but I feel like I like never have anything. Yeah, I always want you to shit on my face. But I never feel like I always feel like I just say like a nicer version of like that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't think people are capable of a whole lot more.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
I just don't believe that.
Well, just
'cause-
what do you have to lose?
I've tried different therapists, and they're always like pretty good. But I feel like
They can't make you not poor.
therapy's exactly. Therapy's good for people who don't have anyone to open up to or aren't used to opening up.
Right.
But if
or
you
whose
are,
problems aren't just like mostly something that could be solved materially.
and it's like a lot of the time I'm like I've read a lot of the same books as you, man. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like you're not that much smarter than anyone I know.
I
It just
like
seems like it's like a fucking honestly like superhuman task that they are undertaking.
yeah.
I think it's hard to. That's why you pay the money. I think it's hard to find one that is a good fit, but once you do, it's really helpful.
Yeah. I want to find one that's a good fit because I can't articulate what, like, I'm having moments where I'll feel fine and then something will happen and I'm very not fine. Like, I can't function.
Right.
And whether it's like anger or sadness or stress, like, I'm just finding it harder and harder to function. And I want to help learn how to, like,
You
nip
should go to
that
My
in the
Lady.
bud.
You
Huh?
should go. You should go.
Okay.
Do you have Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she takes it.
Nice.
She fucking rules.
Awesome.
Oh, have I told you guys about?
Does she take Affleck?
Yeah. Have I told you guys about the fact that when I was a kid, like, you know, like between the ages of 3 and 9, like way too late, I could not identify the emotions that I was feeling, and I just called everything sad.
Aw.
So I would literally be like punching walls and screaming
I'm
into
so
pillows
sad.
and being like, I'm really sad. Which honestly I think is
That's actually pretty healthy.
yeah, of all the
Oh, man.
emotions that like can be like, I think of all the negative emotions, they can all kind of boil down to sad. Like anger for me is primarily disappointment driven, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anger for me feels like a flailing attempt at control.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Frustration too is like, I guess anger and frustration go hand in hand, but I guess frustration's more the crux of it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I feel like sadness isn't even that bad. Like I wouldn't call sadness like a.
I think that people think that depression is about a lot of sadness, and it's something else.
Yeah.
Something like really dark and painful.
Right.
Like chronic.
For me, it's like intense self-hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is there also sadness?
Yeah, I mean, often, but it's like frequently I just like, it's like a bad feeling in my body. It's like a headache of the solar plexus
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
It's real fucked up. And then it's like a failure to filter in a certain way, where it's like stuff that I would otherwise filter out, like you know, something goes wrong, and I'm just like, I could always kill myself. I'll
Yeah.
just kill myself. It's just like a little tiny voice. And I
Jeff and I were talking about that the other day, about how sometimes I accidentally vocally say kill yourself. And I think it's because I'm acknowledging that I always have that option and it makes me feel good. Yeah.
dude, I think the worst thing that has ever happened.
But it's not because I actually want to kill myself.
Yeah, no.
I'm not saying it's what happens to you.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the worst thing that has ever happened to me comedically is finding out that a joke that I wrote about that exact thing, fucking Louis C.K. did in the 2019 special. I was
Oh, yeah.
the
Mark Maron also did it in the 90s.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That makes me feel a lot better.
He did it a lot better too.
Yeah.
I don't remember that / I don't know. God, I'm so mad. I want to fuck Mark Maron now.
But
That
it really
stupid show.
the wrestling show.
Dude, I
Yeah.
like Mark Maron. I don't know. Like,
I
I
found
get
him
how this show
insufferable.
at this point it's spent or whatever. Like the podcast, like he's done enough of it where it's like, all right, man, Cats, blues music, we get
Yeah.
whatever. But I think he's funny.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
he's
he's
so
a good
hot
actor
now.
too. He's definitely hot.
He's so hot. I hate it.
I find him very hot in Glow, but
Yeah,
not
he's so hot.
not in
Glow.
any other.
No,
context.
not on his fucking podcast. Ugh.
Just can you imagine having sex with him? He's just like, what the fuckers? Hey, fucking fucking fuckers.
I don't like it when you touch the balls. There are so many guys like that where they'll just like you'll be doing something that like society has told you was so hot forever, and 70% of guys are like, I don't like it when you play with my balls like that.
Yeah.
I only have sex with Jewish men.
You only have sex with anti-Semitic cartoons.
Yeah. No, but I have had sex with a lot of like very neurotic, not Jewish guys.
You do have a type for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Not Jewish. Oh fuck. We were talking about but like that logic really did get me through the darkest times of my life of just like it was very liberating to be like I don't have to do anything I don't want to do because I could just kill myself.
Yeah.
Like that is a real logic that like was incredibly fucking liberating. Yeah. Cuz I was just like I don't want to go to class. I just want to go to class. And you know what? It turned out fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But if I felt like I had to do it, I probably would have just been like, fuck, you know, God forbid I get an education.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard for me to like determine. I don't know. I don't want to compare it to this. But never mind.
Do it.
No,
We'll bail you out if you fuck up.
You know, I also feel like I start talking before I have a thought, so I want to be able to pass on the thing I started.
Okay.
No,
I
never.
think-
No, I don't want you to gain
A lot
that
of times
ability.
it's really boring. Sometimes I should just be like, I tap out of my sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. I mean, not that I think that
No.
you're ever boring, but like,
No.
no. I don't want you to develop a filter. But
That would be horrible.
But I'm fine with like once you see it
Yeah.
and you're like, oh no, I don't actually want to say that.
Yes.
Like, I think that's
there
fine.
we go. Okay, good. I won't filter spicy things.
Okay,
or
but what
even
were you gonna say though?
something really boring. I was just gonna say that it's becoming a lot easier as I get older to like filter things that I need to do because I'm a grown up and I either care about them. Like I didn't want a phone bank today.
Right.
I ended up enjoying it, but like I haven't done anything for the Bernie campaign besides like donate and buy a shirt, which is coming soon, by the way. I'm
My
very
shirt's coming
excited.
tomorrow, but it's not from them, so I just gave them extra money out of
Oh,
guilt.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
I bought a shirt.
It's the one of him getting arrested.
I bought the with the Bernie, but it's in the Barbie font.
oh nice.
That's so
I bought the classic blue Bernie tee.
But yeah, they were like, we give some of it to Bernie.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
mine
like, I
all
don't
goes
give
to
a fuck.
Bernie.
I give him $3 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I've given him $52 this month, and I think I have a $27 standing donation, but like monthly donation.
Yeah, I've got a standing monthly.
Yeah, every once in a while, I'll throw him some more cash.
Yeah.
Some more bones.
If he does something super tight.
The I'm once again asking for your financial support meme is so fucking good. It's so good. He's just got such a bashful expression on his face. He's like, "Hey, remember me?
The
Yeah.
fact that he did that in the cold too is
Yeah.
like you couldn't have gone inside to film this.
I am once again asking to use the shower."
Man. Oh, someone asked
I'm
Benjamin if he
once
was
again
Bernie.
asking
But if he's what?
If he was Bernie Sanders.
if I have to pay for the bread or if I can get more bread for the table.
The medium soup. What's that from?
Moshe Kasher.
Oh God, yeah.
Amazing.
All right, Benjamin, talk about how someone asked you if you were Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean she just
How tempted were you to do an impression immediately?
I mean I think if I wasn't in like the mode where I was like I have to be like on good behavior.
You were doing great.
Because, like, my instinct would have been like, you should vote for Bernie. Oh, you're not interested in that?
Fuck you.
Have you seen that picture where it's probably his phone in his pocket, but it looks like he has a huge cock?
If you vote for him, you get to fuck Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, he might have a big dick. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
I think
They
that's
actually
a really normal penis.
Now for like all photo ops, they
That
have
picture is so funny.
for all
Yeah.
photo ops they have to get a penis double for Bernie Sanders.
They got Willem Dafoe to make it look smaller. Because he is the Antichrist.
Dude.
Well, Willem in Iowa does not have a big dick. Mr. Yang Gang, the guy
Oh,
who was mean to me
yeah.
in the film.
I mean, probably not, but he is. That guy's funny.
I hate being mocked, and it's actually my worst fear. And I always think everyone's mocking me. That's why I think everyone's joking all the time when they're telling me serious stuff. Like the other day when the back of my window got smashed out of my car, I ran up to the car outside of school. It was parked outside of school, and all my like coworkers who were in the administrative building with me were like, "Oh my God, Mary!" They're like looking out the window, like, "I'm so sorry." And I was like screaming the F-bomb in front of school during
Nice.
carpool. I was like, "Who the fuck would do this?" And then
Yeah.
this dad who I know comes up to me and he goes, "It was my son." And I was like, "Justin, do not joke with me right now."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "This is not funny," because his son is in first grade.
Right.
And then he was like, "No, I would not joke."
Don't talk to me or your son ever.
Yeah. He was like, "I wouldn't joke about that. It's
Yeah.
not funny. I'm going to pay for it. My son threw a rock at your car." It's so crazy.
Respect
He
to
threw
that
it-
guy.
He threw it at your car, or like what was going on?
He's just a first grader who, okay, so
With
this guy-
superhuman strength, who
Yeah.
lifted a boulder,
Well, I think that like if you just
a
hit-
boulder-sized boulder.
like
small-
these windows are meant to shatter, so
Yeah.
I think that if you just hit them at the right angle, like they just shatter. I guess I don't know. Like now,
Yeah, they don't want you getting cut up. So
yeah.
they're
I
tempered.
mean, unless Gino threw something much larger, I don't know. But he looked at me. I mean, this kid's a little shithead
based
too.
on the picture. It was probably a pretty big rock. Was
It
the
must
rock
have been a
still
big
in there?
rock. I didn't see the rock, but it's in a just absolute pile of glass. So I'm not. I didn't do much digging.
Yeah. A large boulder the size of a small boulder. That's what I was trying to say.
Anyway, but yeah, I thought he was just making fun of me. And why would someone make a joke about that?
Yeah. Yeah, you are a little paranoid about
Mm-hmm.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And today, Willem mocked me.
Yeah. God, Willem, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Dude.
Yang Gang for life.
Also, that's not going to age well. Like in 4 years, he's going to be like, really for life? Like, I let them brand me with a coat hanger? Yeah. I'm going to start getting better.
I wouldn't
about
be surprised
cutting
if
the
Yang ends
silences.
up. Huh?
I said I'm going to get better at cutting the silences because I've been editing on 1.2 speed, and so the gaps between topics are 20% smaller than I thought.
Oh.
So
okay.
there's like now it's kind of it's got a slow pace. So I'm going to speed it up. Anyway, keep going.
Wait, what?
In the podcast when I like the Tim episode,
I've stopped listening.
Yeah, no, I know. I never started. But the Tim episode I listened to because it was getting a lot of attention, and I wanted to know what people were hearing. And I noticed that there were like these little lulls in conversation that if I had been listening through it at full speed, at normal speed, I would have cut. But because I was listening through it at 1.2 speed, it seemed natural, and so I didn't. Does that make sense?
So we sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks when you edit it.
No, we just talk really fast. I mean, it's like this.
Whoa.
You just talked fast. Were you trying to do what?
Yeah, we just talk really fast.
Oh man, Jeff listens to like fun comedy podcasts at 1.5 speed, which I cannot understand why.
I wonder if he enjoys it 150%.
He just, I don't know.
Why does he do it?
I don't
To
know.
save time?
Yeah,
What
does he have more?
I
It's not like
guess-
he's doing.
That's such a fucking
Yeah, I
programmer
mean, he
thing.
does work from home.
Yeah.
I know he does. I mean, but like he does have some time. He
Yeah,
has
he's
time
got a
to
lot
listen
of time.
to podcasts.
Jeff conveniently, and he knows that I'll say this about him because I told him he has to come to the next thing I do for Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
But like he conveniently, like he's very pissy when you suggest that he could do something when he's been doing nothing with you all day, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Well, I have to work now," and I'm like. You didn't say that until I was like, do you want to do this thing that you know about for 2 weeks?
Okay. I would like to chime in his defense for once in my life because I will procrastinate like a motherfucker
Yeah.
and feel anxious and I'll
Anxious,
procrastinate.
yeah.
I'll procrastinate more intensely the more anxious I feel.
Yeah,
and
same.
then someone's like, "Oh, so you're sitting around? You want to go do that thing?"
And you're like, I can't. Yeah. No, I'm the exact same way,
Yeah.
and I freeze. Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
I got you, brother.
me though, I'll procrastinate, and it'll the anxiety.
Jeff also just doesn't want to do it though.
Yeah.
the anxiety will build, and then I will commit to not doing it,
Mm.
and then I won't do. The
Also, Jeff, by the way, proof that he could have phone banked. Vince texted both of us while I was still there before Benjamin had picked me up, and Jeff had all this quote unquote work to do. And then Vince was
You guys
like,
wanna-
he was like, actually, it was a really funny text. He was like, wait, let me find it. Y'all want a Sunday fun day it up? Go for a nice ride and bring me to Napa Auto Parts in Jefferson while getting wasted.
What's in a transmission?
No, but Jeff ended up taking him. So he was able to
Yeah.
take Vince to go get auto parts, which like is a noble thing that he did. I love Vince.
Noble,
It's noble. But he wasn't that busy.
a true sign of nobility. Taking Zambon to.
To Napa Valley Auto Parts.
Just drinking coolant. This is from. I was gonna name a wine region, but then I realized I don't know any wine
I don't
regions.
know. Champagne.
Well, I mean in Napa Valley.
Oh, hell no.
Champagne's not wine. It's
Sparkling wine.
technically vodka.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know anything about wine.
How did they get the bubbles in there?
One at a time. Yeah, same way people get sober, dude. They just one thing after another, one foot in front of the other.
Man, I don't know how.
First they
anything
make
works.
the bubble.
They blow the bubble in.
Yeah.
It's queefs.
Yeah, imagine like eating a bunch of like garlicky
Just a bunch of
pasta,
French women
like eating a bunch of
queefing it.
pesto and then making champagne.
Wait, does garlic make you burp?
No, but it makes your breath all fucked up, and then that would be in the champagne, and that would be gross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So you're
try and keep up.
what you're saying? Okay. Your whole concept is like, what if it was gross?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
It smells good in here now. What's she making?
I've been burping. No, I'm just kidding. I have, but she's making a pork loin.
Smells very good.
Yeah, she does that thing where she like punctures it and puts garlic up in that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it's good.
I drew it out because I was trying to figure out if it was racist in my head. I was like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Benjamin and I realized we were saying, you so stupid, really loud in Hanks, which
Yeah.
is racist, but it's so fun to say.
Yeah, I say it do be like that all the time, and I'm like,
I don't know if
okay.
that's actually racist. Is it racist that black people are funnier than white people and they say funnier stuff?
If it's involuntarily, then yes.
But I don't think that.
Well, it's like there's this weird.
I don't think it's involuntary.
It's like it's all about like when it happens, because like something can be like appropriated, and while it's being appropriated,
Right.
it's racist. And then all of a sudden, it's so ubiquitous that no one
Yeah.
even remembers where it came from anymore. And then
Right.
it do be like that is just a thing people say.
I will.
but it's still, I'm not, it's
Also-
still bad probably, but it's not as, I don't know.
Also, I don't necessarily think it's that it's funny. I think that
Tell
it
me I'm
just,
wrong if I'm wrong.
It sums up that feeling better than anything else.
I was just thinking this, and
Yeah.
and it's because there's like a linguistic construction where when you realize that something do be like that, you go, oh yeah. Like that does happen.
Yeah.
Like the emphasis is on the do.
Yeah.
And like, oh fucking he does do that. Right.
Yeah.
So it do be like that, like as opposed to
It
it's
is like that.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yes, it's
emphasizing
that way.
that you are.
you need the do in there.
Yeah,
so you can
it
punch
do be
it,
like that,
Land hard
yeah.
on the do.
Yeah,
do
I
the
think
do.
that.
What? You worried about the?
I'm not worried about
Okay,
shit.
go ahead.
I was just stretching.
Okay, cool.
Well, I took like 2 African American studies classes, and one was like small and interesting. The other one was just like a huge LSU class. So we read some good books, but it wasn't like
Right.
that different experience from another large LSU class. But in one of them, like this is back in the day where people said ebonics, and they were talking about how, and it was like mostly black people in the class, and it was a black professor, and they were talking about how when schools taught quote unquote like African American vernacular like as another dialect, how it was made fun of by the media so much, and it was made into a joke, like schools are teaching Ebonics.
Right.
And they went, I forgot exactly why it was so interesting. I want to read more about it now, but how like it really is its own language. It's and like the way that things are structured specifically, intentionally. It's not just like it's not
It's extremely coherent.
It's extremely
it has
coherent.
rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a
Of course.
yeah, which so it makes sense that it do be like that would emphasize something better than like the way that you would say it in
Right.
European white English. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure I'm being
I mean,
racist.
it's everyone knows like where your cultural markers are to a certain extent, but there's like a tendency to like when the like conversation of appropriation comes up to act like there are completely different cultures that don't bleed into each other whatsoever, that people are like never encountering, you know, in a natural way, which is not true.
Well, that's because the people that appropriate things aren't encountering them in a natural way. They're like I don't know. I mean,
The vector is culture to television to those people.
well, yeah. I feel like the people appropriating who are the ones. I mean, the biggest criticism of appropriation is like you're profiting off of something that like you know other people are actively punished for.
Right. I'm talking
And those-
specifically
yeah.
about language. In
Okay,
this, like,
yeah.
case.
But I mean, and there is something to be said about profiting not financially but through social capital, right? So like you, it's just like this that you're trying to appropriate the authenticity or whatever, or you know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I think it's like especially I think it's especially like contemptible when you know people when Cosmo or I don't know if I think Cosmo might be one of the better ones, but when fashion magazines will have like a white girl in cornrows, I can see why that's so offensive.
Dude, it is hilarious that just because it's the best hair to have for fighting, that like all of the white women fighting in the UFC have cornrows.
Yeah.
Just because
Well, they
like
have French braids, right? Or they have like multiple French braids.
I mean a lot of them just have cornrows.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it's like it's just the best for like tactical purposes.
hard to grab onto.
Yeah, I feel like French braids are like the
I don't think they're
acceptable white
pulling
lady.
hair. They're like
Yeah.
but you know,
They
for
get
like
in the
being
way.
like quick and
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Bob and weave.
Bob and weave. All right. I see. I see what you did there.
That was
Flaviano.
unintentional, but that's very funny.
More like Bob and real hair.
Yeah, you're right. My friend had a blog years ago called Weave We Leave, and it was just
Whoa,
photos.
that's hard to say.
Photos of weave on the ground that people.
Weave we leave.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Tumbleweave you're talking about?
Yeah. Tumble. Is that a
Yeah, that's
okay? That's
the-
already a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who was it? Gabby's mom was really drunk, and someone at a restaurant was complaining because there was just like someone's weave on the table. And her mom was like, "Y'all need to grow up." It was so funny. Like I forgot exactly what happened.
Was that addressed to the person who
Was complaining. She
Yeah.
was like, "You need to grow the fuck up." Like it's normal for people to leave their hair on the table and leave the restaurant. It was very funny.
It's not. That's not a normal thing.
You need to grow up.
Do you guys have a lost and found? It's brown. Yeah.
Oh man.
Have I told you about the time? Have I said that? I think I did. Where I went to the LSU library when it was pouring, and I went to the front desk and I said, "Do you guys have a lost and found?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "I've left my umbrella," and they're like, "Okay, describe it." And I was like, "Black." Long, but not too long. I can't remember if it retracts, and they were like, "Get the fuck out." Yeah, they saw right through that. Black. I did not prepare.
I can't believe they didn't just give you an umbrella.
I mean, it would have been. I think it would have been fucked up.
Just steal someone's umbrella.
Yeah.
No, once it's in the lost and found, that's anybody's.
No, that's what the point of why have a lost
Because
and
people
found.
end up leaving the shit in the lost and found. They're just like, I lost that umbrella forever.
Yeah, I
Like,
definitely have a flannel in.
I
Lost
hate-
and founds
Well, my limit,
are
lost and
free
found.
boxes. That's
Yeah,
the same thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because people don't go back, or if people do go back, someone else will. I don't know.
Finders,
The lost
keepers,
and
losers,
found
weepers,
the lost and
motherfucker.
found at school is everyone who goes to it has
Stop
lost.
hitting the table.
Yeah, dude, you started slamming your
Lost
glass
about that.
and then karate chopping.
All right, go
Those
on.
were not all me. Yeah, the lost and found at school is just like a hell. That's Benjamin.
Keep going.
The lost and found at school is. I'm gonna kill it. The lost and found at school sucks. It's just full of mildewy clothes that no one wants, and there's like 30 pairs of glasses. There's like $800 worth of prescription glasses for children.
Yeah.
And every time I go there with the parent who's like despondent because their kid lost their glasses, they never have the glasses that.
Yeah, they just have all the other glasses.
all the other glasses
Yeah.
in the
Be
fucking.
like, try some other ones on.
Yeah, exactly. See if these work.
Yeah, you got to try not to lose things that are sized for the borrowers to wear. Is there any more of the wine in the cups?
Yeah,
Get
I think
the
so.
wine in the cup.
Wait,
That's
this
not
is-
wine.
Yeah.
That's cute.
You got shit that's like completely identical looking.
Anyone?
I know.
You guys are good? I'll
I
take 100 milliliters.
I'm probably gonna get that horrible vodka soda can again.
You're going to get it? Like,
I'm probably gonna drink it again one day.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh, it was. I actually had to like slam it because I was like, I
Because it was too aromatic.
I can't sip it. It's so bad.
It's like it's like drinking
Kind
a
of
bath
grew
bomb.
on me.
So it's like drinking Gamer Girl bath water. The cucumberiness.
I don't think it would taste like that.
What do you think it would taste like?
Dirty, salty water.
Yeah,
Salty? You think bath water is salty? How?
Dirty hands taste salty, so I feel like dirty bodies taste salty. People sweat.
No, people sweat, but I feel like it would be very diluted.
I feel
Salty.
like it would be soapy, salty.
Let's
and
drink
gritty.
bath water.
I think it would taste
Also,
just
hot
like
people are
Gwyneth
also gross.
Paltrow's pussy. Y'all saw that, right?
Yeah.
The candle thing.
The candles that,
That
smells
ruled.
like her
Dude,
vaginus.
I don't remember. I hope I didn't say this on the pod already, but
Gwyneth Paltrow's disgusting. I think she's so gross. I hate her.
it would be, dude. I completely changed my tune, and now I think she's awesome. Now that she did that candle, because it made me realize that she's totally kidding.
I don't know if she's actually kidding.
She's taken everybody for their money and clearly thinks this is funny.
You know that she like
That would be really
went
funny.
on.
I don't think she believes any of it. I don't think she uses any of that
think
shit.
she-
Well, she went on food stamps to try to like eat healthy for a week and ended up giving up after a day, which was just like a
Good
really
fucking asshole.
yeah, it was like a really shitty,
Condescending, paternalistic
Okay,
thing
Yeah.
to
well
do.
that's stupid, but I do think it's funny how she's just duping complete morons out of their money with this candle smells like my pussy thing. But wait,
I actually think it's bad.
How fucking amazing would it be if she's like, okay,
I think that she sucks and thinks that
hold
it's
up,
good.
Hold up. If she was like, I'm gonna release a product and it's a candle and it's called "This Candle Smells Like My Pussy," and everyone's gonna buy it because they're stupid, and then they're gonna light the candle and then they're gonna smell the candle and see if it smells like my pussy, and then instead of like making it smell like flowers or making it smell like an attempt at a pussy, if they did everything they could to make it smell like a fart. I was just like, gotcha, motherfucker.
I mean, that would be funny, I guess, but
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I already think
her,
it's funny. but-
Yeah, it's her butt.
I mean, she's probably bad, but like,
my pussy.
I also,
I really hate
don't.
her.
I kind of feel like if you fall for any of that shit, you're as bad as she is. So who gives a fuck?
I pretty much agree, only because I usually don't agree with that for famous people. Like, I feel like if people get swindled out of their money by famous people, it's actually usually really predatory. But Gwyneth Paltrow's fans seem to be so rich themselves
Yeah.
that I can't be that mad.
She's basically like, what if I just pranked a bunch of Warren supporters?
See, here's the thing. I actually think that she's delusional and thinks that what she's doing is good and valuable, and I don't think that she's stealing people's money. I think that she actually just has no idea what anything is like.
Dude, I think she probably gets hungry and eats real food because no one can live off goji berries.
I mean, her mom is that famous lady. What's her name? Blind. It's like some other fucking name that's like Blind Fort Farts. It's like ridiculous. It's like not a real name. She has like a hipster baby name, and she was born 80 years ago. And she was an actress. So Gwyneth Paltrow was born to like famous, wealthy parents.
Right.
Like, So she also, that makes her extra delusional because she's been super rich and in Hollywood forever. The only,
Notoriously chill place to grow up.
Yeah, exactly. I do like, she's been through some shit though, because she was like a teenager in Hollywood. So,
Oh yeah, she's traumatized
yeah,
as shit. no
she's
matter what.
traumatized as shit. So, and Harvey Weinstein tried to rape her, I think. So, fuck him. I definitely think that she has been the victim those times, and other times she's always been wrong. I hate her so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And I used to like her, I think. Like, I used to think she was like a good actress, and then now we know too much. Now everyone has too much going on.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen her in a movie.
7. And she's been in like,
Oh yeah, but I saw that movie once and I was like, "This is a bad movie."
oh man, she
Royal
was in this movie
Tenenbaums.
Sliding
Oh,
Doors. I
Royal
used to really like
Tenenbaums,
when I
yeah.
was younger.
Wasn't she in Royal Tenenbaums? Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
Margot.
Margot.
And she's been in some other shit that I really liked, actually. She's good at acting.
Royal Tenenbaums, probably the best incest movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I saw it on Pornhub.
See, that's why you were watching Pornhub.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch my
Royal Tenenbaums.
my brother sister stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever get nervous that you're accidentally going to type in porn when someone's around?
No, I don't do it that reflexively. I don't think.
But you never like hit like a P. And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
I clear my browser history.
No, not just
constantly.
that it's going to come up, but like you're like you might accidentally just type it in.
I do automatically type some. Anything that starts with T, I go straight to Twitter. So yeah, I think that's within the realm of possibility.
So that you're going to be like T esticles
Dot.
dot porn.
No, you can actually do testicle.es. That I actually want to register that now. Spain, España.
Oh, nice.
Testicle.es.
You should.
I blacked
I'm
out
sure someone has
Yeah,
that.
that's
the other
probably-
night, and I don't think I've watched porn in a long time, but I blacked out the other night, and I woke up to Jeff coming home, and I was cradling my Hitachi magic wand and had my headphones in, so I don't know what happened. But
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if I ended up if I broke
I can't
my-
jerk off with headphones because I feel like someone's gonna.
Sneak up on
I
you.
might have just been listening to Spotify because what was on when I woke up was Spotify. So I think I was trying to masturbate to music. I have no
Oh,
idea what
yes.
was going on, but
You had a synesthetic
I
blackout.
did not come.
Yeah.
What were you
How do you know?
playing on Spotify?
Because I was dry.
Oh.
Yeah. God, that feels so gross and clinical. I'm sorry about that. That was disgusting. But I that's like how I know when I
Yeah.
wake up after a blackout if I'm cradling my vibrator if I succeeded or not, which happens a few times.
You give yourself a little probe.
Well, also like in the morning if I like masturbate and don't like get up.
Wait, are you
in
saying
the morning-
cradle like?
Like
next to
it's
your
like next
chest?
to me. No, like I'll just be hugging it like it's like a pillow or a
Aw.
stuffed animal.
That's so
That's
nice.
actually really cute.
I really
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
accidentally turned it on and like woken myself.
Hit yourself in like the tooth.
Yeah, it's actually
I
really
hate it when my
dangerous.
vibrator has insomnia.
It's actually really
The
dangerous
Hitachi
because
is
they
snoring
do catch on fire.
again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
The ones that plug into the wall, obviously the battery ones don't.
Mm.
Also, mine's from like 2014, so
That's
it's
so
time
awesome.
for an
Buy it for
upgrade.
life.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so a vibrator from 2014's too fucking bad for you, but I'm driving a car from 2014 now.
And I said it was nice.
You said something mean about his 2014?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You made fun of me for my little ass car
No, I
earlier.
didn't.
Yes, you did. You
I
were
did
like,
not.
I was talking about Izzy.
And he said she's marrying me for the money, jokingly. And then I was like, or no, you were like, it's because I have a car now. And I was like, yeah, she's doing it for the 2014 Kia
What is it? A Kia what?
Rio.
a Kia Rio EX hatchback.
I was not. I told you when you told me what kind of car it was, I was like, oh, that sounds tight as hell.
You were belittling.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
This is like a legit car. 2014 is pretty new. My car's a 2015. Also, isn't it like not that many miles?
You're a short king on a short chariot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really it's a tiny little car.
Yeah. I mean, Susanna's car's like that. Probably it's littler.
Yeah, is it 59,000 miles?
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's just
For 6 years, that's exactly right. It's like 10,000.
I think that this is a good idea, and I'm glad that you have this car.
it's weird. This is the first time I've ever spent more money than I've had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like taking out loans. It
I've
makes me
never
really
done that
But now
uncomfortable.
you'll actually have credit.
You don't have a
Yeah.
credit card?
No.
Smart.
Yeah, but you can't like. It's actually good that you're doing this because if you have no credit, our society's so fucked up
Yeah.
that it also punishes you for having no debt. If
Well,
you-
apparently I do have credit because I went to college for like 25 minutes and my mom was like, I'll pay for that. And I was like, thank you. And I did not realize she did this, but she took out a loan
In your name.
in my name and she was like, I'll pay $1 a month in his name. I don't think it's actually like $1.
Right, but the
like,
minimum.
whatever the minimum is, and it's like been on time, so my credit's good. So you
Nice.
know, fucking
Shout out to moms.
Thanks, mom.
nice.
Yeah.
Go, Lil Kimmy.
Moms rule.
Slim Kimmy. Whatever your name is, not Lil Kim.
Lil Kim. My mom
Lil Kim.
is Lil Kim.
Kim
And-
Fast.
My father is Notorious B.I.G. and I came out Jewish.
Yeah.
Oh man, well we're out of booze, so
Are we?
yep.
I got scotch.
Oh wait, no, there's a little bit of this.
Yeah, you can have some scotch also.
Oh, perfect. Vodka, wine, and scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having
Just
a good
make
time,
a Long
so
Island iced tea in your belly.
I want to keep hanging out with you guys, but also like, it smells like Suze is cooking for you.
Yeah, no, this is we make stuff and then we eat it over time. So it's all good. Seriously. This is like provisions. This is like meal prep for the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you got that fried chicken over there.
That's true.
Yeah, I love how Michael just will watch food for 2 hours and not eat it, where I have no self-control and I would be like, we can't record till I eat.
I don't want greasy fingies.
You could wash your hands.
But I like shut up. Anyways. I guess we have been recording for a while.
Yeah, and this is actually like reflects how much we've been recording. It's not like we didn't really start for the first 20 minutes.
Right. Well, shit. All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. You wanna
No, you want to keep. Oh, I actually do want to keep it to an hour and a half if possible, so that I can edit it. Because I don't think I have any more episodes to release.
All right. Yeah, we're done being funny.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Fuck
Love
everyone except for
I think this might come out
Kate Roots.
before the primary results because I'm going to do it tonight. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
We have a couple in the
Oh, we do.
right.
I don't know.
Well, there's the Jordan one,
Oh fuck. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we're good.
and then I think we have more, right?
This one should come out.
Maybe like just us.
Yeah, this one should come out after the
Yeah. Okay.
primary.
Dude, put them all out at the same time.
Everyone.
Stay up all night.
So now we're addressing the future. Like the people
That's
listening
what
to this.
recording stuff is.
The people
This is
listen-
all for posterity. It's all. We're not.
The
we
people
can't go.
listening to this will know what happened. in
Yeah,
Iowa.
Andrew Yang won. Like I said at the beginning
Andrew
of the
Yang
episode.
won. Amy Klobuchar second place. Wait, when's the next
Amy
primary
Amy
after this one?
New Hampshire.
Oh,
It's
actually.
Nevada. Right? No, not Nevada. What's New Hampshire is next, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
people-
like
And then
Iowa,
Nevada.
New Hampshire,
Nevada, South Carolina.
South Carolina, California. Part of Super Tuesday, right?
Can you edit out where I said Minnesota? Can you edit out all this?
Yeah, yeah. I will make you sound so smart.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm actually not gonna edit it out. I'm gonna superimpose.
The right answer.
no.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like. So it'll be like me saying like, oh yeah, what's after that? New Hampshire.
He's not gonna do any of this, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna listen, so it doesn't matter.
It
really.
doesn't.
All right. Okay. Thank you for listening.
Wait, we never tell people to do this, but fucking like rate our shit and
Yeah.
make your friends listen to it. Force them,
Yeah.
kidnap them, tie them
We have-
down.
Send me books in the mail and make me read them.
we have
Do you want to give out your address?
No.
we
Jeff
have
would be so mad.
a to-do list for our listeners. Rate the podcast. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
Make some calls for Bernie.
Yeah.
Join DSA.
And then make some calls for Bernie. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Is first rate.
send nudes to me.
All right. Izzy.
Yes,
Izzy only.
right. I love you.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Mwah.